today I'm going to talk about the particular energy of this transition of seasons. We're moving from summer into fall, which is fire into water when we talk about earth wisdom. And that means a lot of change. It means really a cleansing, transformative change. And not surprisingly, I see this happening with my clients in the organizations that they work for. So many of the organizations that they work for and they work with are going through actually quite substantive change. And so I really reflected on this time of year of moving from fire into water and what that means. And where I'm from, that means hurricane season. And hurricanes are this overwhelming, powerful force that you really feel like you're a victim of in many, many senses. And honestly, I think this change in organizational structure that many of my clients feel, there is definitely that same sense that the change within their organization is bigger than themselves. They don't really have any control over it or ability to change it. And so I'm going to give you a strategy that I really use at this time of year because this is the energy of the season, right? This kind of change. And if we can look at it in a way that is empowering and life enhancing to focus you on what you want, then that is vastly better than moving into a place of victimization around it. And I can guarantee you in the overarching change that we're experiencing, um, this won't be the last time you have to work with this kind of energy. It's just particularly apparent now because we are in this season of fire into water. And just think about it, right? Like, what's going to sustain this season are things that can sustain fire and then a flood of water. And if you think about it in terms of nature, there aren't a lot of things that can actually sustain that, sustain those energies in that kind of succession and intensity. And hurricanes provide quite a horrific example of this, but nonetheless, very, very clear. Um, and so, as somebody who's grown up around hurricanes, we have a pattern. Hurricane season comes around, we clear things out. We get rid of things that are dead. We get rid of the trash, the things that we don't need, the things that are left over from the summer or we've just forgotten about. We clean all that stuff up. We secure the things that we really want and we intentionally place them. So if there are things that we want that need to be nurtured, that are still young and aren't fully established, we make sure they're in a safe place and then they have what they need to grow. And then things that need to be secured down that you really want to maintain, that you want to ensure survive, you make sure that they're secure, right? And then you harvest all those things that are ready to be harvested, the things that have been successful, the things that are blossoming, but really are designed to be harvested and enjoyed now and really won't weather the storm or won't weather the transition, right? And so if we take these three steps and apply them to your life now, right? And particularly if you're somebody within an organization that is in an intense amount of change, you can really focus this on your job and your job goals, right? So number one, clear out the things that aren't working. What projects, what habits, what interactions aren't serving you or are just draining your energy? How can you let those go, right? And Second, what do you like? What is working for you? What is succeeding? What lights you up? Is there a new hobby that you've taken up, or a new endeavor that you're in, or a new relationship that you're really excited about? How do you secure the resources and make sure that that is safe in your life and has what it needs to survive and grow? Okay. Um, and that can take all kinds of forms. Like both of those can take all kinds of forms. But when you think about it in these overarching pictures, it's going to help direct you to what really serves you and then guide you to the action that you need to take so that you thrive in this period and in the subsequent seasons to come. Lastly, like celebrate, like where have you succeeded? What projects have just totally excelled? What new ventures have totally excelled? What relationships have really blossomed? And celebrate that, enjoy that. And are there things that like, okay, yeah, we did it and it's ready to let go and start something new? Like what is in that place of celebratory ending, celebratory transition? Things that really aren't meant or designed to go past this point. And in our world, for many of us, that's really hard because those things that are successful, we like want to hold on to and like want to grab and keep and not let go. But life is a cycle, and things cycle. And so if it's ready to go, let it go. So in my blog this week, I wrote a lot about this in even more detail and gave you exact journaling prompts that can help you and guide you through this process more. But I really hope that this way of working with this energy of the seasons provides you motivation and empowerment. Definitely for me, when I had this aha moment of like, oh, this transition of seasons, this is the energy of like hot fire, August, into water, right? That when those two meet, that is a powerful force. And that force can easily create a hurricane, easily create this storm of intense cleansing change. And anybody who's been through a hurricane or a major storm that is that fiery water component, or even when you've been through the season of fires and then have the season of rain that results in mudslides and what have you, you can really see how these forces just move through and create change and cleanse. And a lot of times it's really unpleasant. But if you can work with this energy, clean things out, get prepared the best you can, then you definitely have a much more fluid and easy ride. It's change is hard for many, many people. These are just some strategies to help you both know that change is coming and how to keep your system, your life, your goals, your energy in focus so that as you move through the change, you move through it with your highest and best good at the forefront and blossoming, right? That you can thrive even in this season of change. You can thrive even as you let things go, right? That destruction and devastation is not a complete ending, right? That there are things that come forward and come out of it. And sometimes it takes a little bit for us to get there. But if we can move with it instead of hold it, it gets way easier. And if we're attuned to it, right? Like if you're like, oh, okay, season of change, season of transition. Okay, so let's move with this a little bit easier. And even if you're caught in the middle of it, doing these exercises will actually help you move through it faster and easier. So, So hopefully I hope you find them helpful. I would love to hear from you. So you're welcome to comment below or direct message me with any feedback or comments or insights. And I hope you weather the transition of seasons really skillfully and really beautifully, and that you cherish and treasure those things that are working really well, and give yourself permission to nurture what you really want, and really take care and secure what you really want, so that the rest of the fall and into the winter is really an amazing time. Okay, great. Have a great week, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to find out more information about me or my offerings, please check out my website, danashamas.com. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. I send them out weekly with tips, insights, rituals, meditations, personal updates, special events, and offerings. So I know you don't want to miss out. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to connecting soon.